Hello everybody, this is Jonathan and this video will show guys how to use NotePad in ReactOS. So NotePad is basically a simple to use text editor for ReactOS. Okay, let's get started right now. So what I will do is I'm going to go and make this full screen because I want it to be full screen. So once I've switched to full screen, now I'm going to show guys how to open up the application. To do that, what you guys will need to do is go to our start menu over here. Click onto Programs, click onto Accessories, and then from Accessories, click onto Notepad. And now as you guys can now see, Notepad is now opened. Now you guys are wondering, how do I put information into the Notepad? What you guys need to do is you can use the physical keyboards that we've got connected to the computer, or it could be connected to a laptop or a mobile phone if you've got this on a mobile phone. But you guys can type down some text into the Notepad with a physical keyboard. Alternatively, we could use an on-screen keyboard as well if you guys don't have a keyboard. To do that, what you guys need to do is go back to our start menu, go into Programs, and then from Programs go into Accessories, and then from Accessories go into Accessibility and click onto On-Screen Keyboard, and that should activate On-Screen Keyboard, and we're going to use it just as the same as we would use it on a physical device, as you guys can see. I'm going to close out of this, and now what I will do is I'm going to go back to my physical keyboard and type down my last line of code, and I can do from Jonathan. And now as you guys can see, I have finished writing down this document, and now I want to be able to save it. To save it, go to File, click onto Save, and now it's going to ask you where I want to save it to. I'm going to save it to the desktop area. Okay. So when I have chosen to save it to desktop area, now I can give it a name. I'm going to call it Hello 2. And then from there, I can choose a file type. I'm going to stick with a text file, but click onto this drop down and it should be able to show up other extensions that you guys will want to use. But I'm going to keep it as a text file. And for encoding and endless, don't worry about this, as it's going to be fine by default. Click onto Save, and that should basically save the text file. Hold on, let me rename it to Hello 2. I don't know what happened there, but now I'm going to click onto Save, and now as you guys can see, it was saved. To reopen it, all guys want to do is go back to my documents, or go into my computer. I go into local disk. I'm going to go to the documents and settings. I'm going to go into administrator, and then from administrator I can now click onto desktop, and now as you guys can see I have hello2.txt right here. I just need to double click onto it, and now as you guys can see it is now opened successfully. Okay, so once I have showed you guys how to write down some text and how to basically save text document that you guys have done, now I'm going to show you guys how to change a font and how to change a font size if you truly want it to be a bigger size or if you want to be a smaller size. To be able to do that, go into Format and go into Font, and then from Font we'll be able to choose any font that you guys basically want to use. So I'm going to go and select the MS Sans Serif. And I can make it bold, I can make it italic, or I can make it regular. I'm going to make it bold. Once I've made the font style bold, now I can give it a size. So I'm going to make it 20. And now once you kind of like the font, as you guys can see the sample, just click onto OK, and that font should basically be set up for you guys to be able to use. To save it, go to File, and now click on to Save. So now I'm going to go through this navigation bar that you guys see over here. It's quite small, so it's not really much to it, but I'm going to go through it anyway. So file over here, it shows up new, so you can click onto new and it will just open up a new text document. We can go back to file and now we can click onto open and then we can select Note 2, and what that does is that it's going to open up the text file within Notepad. Okay, so saves the text file. We can obviously print it by doing Ctrl P or by clicking onto print. I'm not going to go through this as I don't have a printer set up. Edit allows you to find, we can find some sort of keywords. So for example, I can do GR, and now I can click on to find next, and it should highlight GR, for example. I'm going to close out that. So as you guys can see, we can find some form of text or word. Okay, format basically allows you to change the font, so you can change it for fonts to be bigger or smaller or whatever. And now we can click onto view, and that we can enable status bar if we truly wanted to, or we can disable it. So status bar basically shows up what line you are on and what column you are on. So for example, if I go to the next line, and it will shows up line 2, column 33, as you guys can see. Help allows you to click onto About Notepad, and it will give you more information about the software, as you guys can see. Okay, so I just want to say thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please put a like and please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.